Hi, my name is, well, it actually really doesn't matter because you don't even know me. I don't even go to your church, but I do know a couple of your great pastors, Mike and Scott. This last time I was visiting your church, I was given the nickel tour of your campus. What an amazing facility you have. It was explained to me that a lot of renovation has been going on thanks to the generosity of this congregation. You guys have been participating in a 3-phase building campaign called Launching a Legacy. The purpose of the campaign has been to renovate your aging campus facilities due to new city codes and safety issues. Plus, the campus needs to be updated simply to make it more inviting to the next generation and able to serve the needs of growing ministry right here at this church. I was heartened to hear also that as your church raised funds for this building campaign, you chose to honor the Lord by tithing 10% of the raised funds to missions outside the walls of this church. That is truly something God is going to honor indeed. Let's take a walk down memory lane and examine these 3 phases. Phase 1, the early years, 2012 to 2015. Well, Pastor Scott informed me that the church's portico share was constructed. Seriously, Scott? Portico share? I mean, who even talks like that? For a moment, I thought you were cursing at me in French. You know, I'm just a simple man. I had to look up portico share, and all it means is it's an overhang to keep people dry. I don't know why you didn't just say it's an overhang to keep people dry. So in addition to your fancy French overhang, during Phase 1, the fellowship hall also got new floors, paint, and walls. I also saw that renovation was completed in the worship center vestibule. Yeah, here we go again. Did I mention I'm a simple man? So, what in tarnation is a vestibule? Again, who talks like that? Apparently, after looking it up, I discovered a vestibule is merely an entry area near the outer doors. During Phase 1, there were renovations to the vestibule by the portico share. Wow, I sound fancy saying that. Oh, and I also learned that also during Phase 1, the pews were reupholstered, new bathrooms were built, new floors, doors, and TVs were installed in the hallways, roofs and air conditioners were replaced, and much of the campus received a brand new paint job. Oh, but wait, there's more. A new LED sign was placed right on Park Boulevard, probably to advertise to all of Seminole that you guys had a fancy schmancy new portico share and vestibule. All right, that was Phase 1. Now it's time for Phase 2, the middle years, 2016 to 2019. This phase tackled the sorely needed renovation of the children's wing. That renovation took a while and ultimately culminated in an open house in early 2018. I'm sure that also gave your church another chance to show off your fancy schmancy portico share and vestibule. What's really amazing is that all the items renovated in phases 1 and 2 led to absolutely no debt. This congregation responded to the need and raised over $1 million to make Seminole First Baptist more suitable for the 21st century. Now it's time for an update on the current phase we are in. Phase 3, 2019 to now. In this phase, a property master plan was drawn up. The goal for this phase is lofty and large. It's to make the campus much more functional, much more attractive, and much safer. The plan also includes putting in greatly needed paved parking. It turns out that Phase 3 is bigger in scope than previous phases. It's actually kind of crazy because before any work on the ground can ever take place, first there needs to be coordination of engineers and contractors and lighting vendors and multiple entities that issue permits. Not to mention all the surveys and assessments that are required. Not only is this all going to be the most expensive phase so far, but it's also more difficult to accomplish in small pieces. The bottom line, in order to be really good stewards of the funds in hand, the scope of Phase 3 has had to be reduced. For example, the massive paving project has been trimmed back to focus on paving just the unpaved lot behind the church. You know, the parking lot that faces well, you guessed it, the porte cochere. By focusing on paving just the back parking lot, almost $200,000 have been saved in costs. Well, in a nutshell, we have great news. Progress is being made, and the revised plans are looking wonderful and doable. These revised plans had to be resubmitted for permitting. That took place back on September 2nd of this year. So now we sit back and eagerly await written approval. Once approved, get ready though, because the scheduling of contractors will quickly begin. In fact, we anticipate construction to begin after the first of the new year. You may also be asking, where are we at financially with this phase? Well, God has truly blessed this church with over $350,000 already committed for phase 3. That means at this moment, we're approximately $60,000 short on what's needed to complete the project. But know this, Seminole First Baptist has confidence in God providing the guidance and direction to resolve the shortfall. As you might imagine, a project like this can only succeed when it's bathed in prayer. Here's how we would ask you to pray. Pray for wisdom, discernment, humility, and patience as we manage phase 3. Pray for excellence without extravagance. Pray for the $60,000 shortfall. Pray for the safety of everyone working on our campus. Pray that we are an example for the lost to see Jesus in all that we do. And pray against Satan and his desire to use tasks like this to create dissension among believers. By the way, if you have any questions, Pastor Daniel has informed me that you can phone him any evening between 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. God bless.